Have you ever held a coin in your hand that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars without realizing it? What if I told you that a humble $1 coin from Fiji, minted in 1997 and found in ordinary circulation, might be one of the most surprising hidden treasures in the numismatic world? Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1997 Fiji $1 coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II, coin that collectors across the globe are quietly hunting for. Stay with me till the end. You won't believe how much some versions of this coin are fetching today. Introduction to the coin, 032 2 o'clock. The 1997 Fiji $1 coin is more than just currency. It's a snapshot of history. Issued by the Reserve Bank of Fiji, this coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a symbol of Fiji's colonial past and its ongoing ties with the Commonwealth. On the reverse, it showcases the national crest of Fiji, representing the culture, pride, and sovereignty of this beautiful island nation. This coin was widely circulated, meaning millions of Fijians used it in their daily lives at markets, in buses, in schools. But while it may have seemed ordinary back then, time and scarcity have transformed this coin into something extraordinary. Historical context, 2 o'clock to 3:30 *. Let's rewind to 1997. Fiji was going through a time of political transformation. Although it became a republic in 1987, after a series of coups, Queen Elizabeth II's portrait still appeared on its coins until the late 2000s. The 1997 $1 coin is one of the last in a significant era where her image stood as a reminder of Fiji constitutional monarchy, heritage. This coin became part of daily commerce but quietly entered history as Queen Elizabeth II's image started to phase out in subsequent issues. And now, that common everyday coin is turning into a collector's prize. Physical features, 330 to 530 *. The 1997 Fiji $1 coin was minted in nickel brass. It's a large, round coin with a reeded edge, offering a robust feel when held. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, with the inscription, Elizabeth to Fiji. 1997, the reverse displays the Fijian coat of arms, a symbol rooted in cultural identity, tradition, and sovereignty. Crest is the denomination, $1. This coin has a diameter of 26.5 millimeters and a weight of approximately 7 grams. Its substantial presence and historical design make it an ideal target for collectors who appreciate royal legacy and Pacific Island coinage. Rarity and circulated condition. 5:30 to 7 o'clock *. Now you might ask, why is this coin valuable if it was so common? Great question. Though many were minted, the number of coins that have survived in clean circulated condition without heavy damage, corrosion, or wear has decreased drastically over the past 2 decades. Most circulated coins show deep scratches, surface wear, or discoloration, but coins that remain in decent, legible condition are now seen as collectible. And the real kicker, era coins and low mintage varieties from this year are worth significantly more. In circulated condition, the coin might not look shiny or perfect, but if its details are intact, and especially if it shows rare striking errors or alignment problems, its market value can jump dramatically. Market value to 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock *. So how much is a 1997 Fiji $1 coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II worth in today's market? Let's break it down. A typical circulated example, if it's clean and legible, might fetch $10 to $30 from casual collectors. A coin with minimal surface damage, decent luster, and solid details can sell for $50 to $150, especially in numismatic circles or online auction platforms like eBay or Numisbids. Now here's the surpriser: coins from 1997 with misalignments, doubling, off-center strikes, or planchet defects have reportedly sold for up to $300 to $500. And get this: rare, uncirculated specimens or coins, certified by third-party grading services like NGC or PCGS, have crossed the $1,000 mark in recent sales. That's right, a coin that once bought a snack in Suva or a bus ride to Nadi might now be worth over $1,000, depending on condition and rarity. So why the obsession with this coin? It's a mix of scarcity, historical significance, royal legacy, and island heritage. The coin appeals not just to Fijian collectors, but to global enthusiasts of Commonwealth coinage, Queen Elizabeth II portrait collectors, and Pacific numismatics experts. And since Queen Elizabeth II passed away in 2022, coins bearing her image have surged in demand as collectors worldwide rush to preserve tokens from her long and impactful reign. The 1997 Fiji $1 coin marks a moment in history, a fading link between monarchy and republic, between everyday life and collectible legacy. If you come across this coin, Here's what you should look for. Asterisk, a clear and sharp portrait of the Queen, minimal surface damage, or where asterisk, crisp lettering around the rim, a well-defined coat of arms on the reverse, signs of mint errors like doubling, off-centering, die cracks, or rotation asterisk, a smooth intact edge with consistent reading. Asterisk, if you believe you have a special specimen, consider getting it professionally graded. Coins authenticated by agencies like PCGS or NGC almost always fetch higher values due to guaranteed condition and legitimacy. At asterisk, in the world of coin collecting, hidden gems often lie in plain sight. The 1997 Fiji $1 coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II, even in circulated condition, holds far more than just face value. It holds history, legacy, and unexpected potential. Asterisk, who would have thought that a $1 coin, once passed from hand to hand in Fiji's island markets, might now be worth hundreds or even over $1,000? Asterisk, so, check your old coin jars. Revisit that box of change, and look closely. That ordinary-looking coin just might be the treasure you didn't know you had. Have you ever walked past a simple penny and thought it was worthless? What if I told you that one old Canadian cent from 1964 could be worth thousands of dollars today? That's right, a tiny copper coin you might overlook could be hiding in your pocket, your drawer, or your old coin jar, and collectors are paying huge money for it. Stay tuned, because today we uncover the mystery, beauty, and unexpected value of the 1964 Canada 1-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. If you have this coin, you'll want to watch every second. Origins and background. 045. Let's rewind to the year 1964. Canada was preparing for its 100th anniversary in just 3 years, and national pride was strong. Queen Elizabeth II had been reigning for just over a decade, and her portrait was firmly stamped onto Canadian currency. That year, the Royal Canadian Mint produced over 484 million 1-cent coins. Yes, millions, but very few of them today hold the kind of value we're about to explore. Asterisk. The 1964 Canada 1-cent coin may seem common, but like many valuable pieces in numismatics, rarity and condition are not the only factors. It's the small details, subtle variations, striking errors, and historical context that can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure. Asterisk, design details, 2 o'clock. Asterisk, now. Let's talk about the coin itself. Asterisk, on the obverse, or front, side, you'll find a young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This is known as the second portrait, sculpted by Mary Gill. What makes it striking is the simple yet elegant laureate crown she wears. Around her head is the inscription, Elizabeth II GRATIA, REGINA, translated from Latin. This means Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. Notice the styling. There are periods, dots after, day, and before. REGINA, a detail important in identifying varieties. You'll also see the initials KG beneath the Queen's portrait. Those belong to the engraver Kruger Gray, the designer of the reverse. Asterisk, speaking of the reverse, that's where Canada's national symbol proudly shines. The maple leaf twig, a beautifully detailed engraving of 2 maple leaves on a single stem. The design is sharp and clean, and just below it is the word Canada, with the denomination 1 cent above and the date 1964 right beneath it. Asterisk. Minting and varieties. 330. Here's where things start to get interesting. While millions were minted, some rare varieties and striking errors occurred during production, and that's where the real value lies. Asterisk, there are 2 main varieties collectors chase after. 1. Large beads variety. 2. Small beads variety. Asterisk, the difference lies in the number and spacing of the tiny beads around the rim of the obverse. In the large beads version, the beads are bigger and fewer, while the small beads version features more closely spaced smaller beads. These details are subtle, you'll need a magnifying glass to check them, but their impact on value is massive. Asterisk, another feature. The near denticles versus far denticles, where the last A in Canada points toward or away from the denticle at the rim. Add to that double die errors, where letters or digits appear faintly doubled, and you've got a coin worth far more than a single cent. Condition and value, -515 asterisk. Now the question everyone's waiting for. How much is a 1964 Canadian penny really worth? Asterisk, in circulated condition, a standard 1964 1-cent coin might fetch only a few cents to a few dollars, unless it has one of the rare varieties or errors we just mentioned. Asterisk, a small beads variety in high-grade circulated condition can command $52, $200 depending on how well it's preserved. But that's not all. A 1964 coin with the large beads, variety in almost uncirculated or extremely fine condition, that has sold for over $500 at auctions. Asterisk, and here's the kicker, a proof like 1964 Canadian 1 cent with a doubling error and in mint state MS65 or higher condition has sold for over $5,000. Asterisk, some unique examples with strong doubling, perfect luster, and flawless surfaces authenticated and graded by NGC or PCGS. have reached values above $10,000. Asterisk, that's right. From 1 penny to $10,000. Asterisk, if your coin is from a rare variety and is in exceptional condition, it could be worth a small fortune. Asterisk. So, how can you check if your 1964 Canadian penny is valuable? Asterisk, first, look closely at the edge beads. Are they small and numerous, or large and spaced? Asterisk, second, examine the lettering and date. Are there signs of doubling? This could be worth hundreds. Asterisk, third, check the coin's color and shine. Is it brown, red-brown, or a full red luster? Red coins in mint state grades are the most sought after. Asterisk, finally, always weigh and measure. A legitimate 1964 Canadian 1 cent should weigh 3.24 grams and be 19.05 millimeters in diameter. Asterisk, if you think you've got something rare, don't clean it. Cleaning reduces value dramatically. Instead, store it safely and consider sending it to a professional grading service. Asterisk, why do collectors chase this coin? Asterisk, simple. It's an iconic piece of Canadian history, featuring a beloved monarch, a national symbol, and incredible design. The varieties and errors add a layer of mystery and challenge, making it perfect for hobbyists and professionals alike. For many, it's the thrill of finding a hidden gem. For others, it's about owning a piece of the past. Asterisk, and with its rising value in today's market, it's not just nostalgia, it's an investment. Asterisk, so next time you come across a dull-looking old Canadian penny from 1964, don't toss it aside. It might be more than just a forgotten coin. It could be a small copper key to a 4 or even 5-figure payday.
Have you ever wondered if a small, everyday coin hiding in your pocket could be worth thousands of and millions of dollars? Imagine owning a simple 20-pence coin from the United Kingdom, minted back in 1982, now sitting quietly in your drawer, but secretly carrying an astonishing story and extraordinary value. Today, we'll uncover the fascinating mystery behind the 1982 United Kingdom 20-pence coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II and the historic inscription, DGREGFD. This isn't just another coin, it's a hidden treasure, and its current value will leave you absolutely stunned. Asterisk. So, stay with me as we explore its history, unique design, rare features, and finally, why collectors today are willing to pay tens of thousands, even millions of dollars for this tiny piece of British history. Asterisk. Let's begin. Asterisk. In the year 1982, the Royal Mint introduced the 20-pence coin as part of the decimal coinage system. The coin itself was revolutionary for its time, not just in value, but in design as well. Crafted from copper nickel, and featuring a distinctive heptagonal shape, with 7 sides, it was both practical and modern, making it easily distinguishable by touch. But what truly makes the 1982 version of the 20-pence coin so special is the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II that adorns its obverse. Asterisk. This was the second definitive portrait of Her Majesty, created by designer Arnold Machen, a renowned sculptor, whose work immortalized the Queen on coinage across the world. Around the portrait, you'll notice the famous inscription, DGREGFD, which stands for De Gratia, Regina Fidei. In English, this means by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith, a title steeped in centuries of British royal history. Asterisk. Now, you may be asking, why would a common circulating coin become so valuable? Here's where things get interesting. While millions of 20-pence coins were produced over the years, the 1982 version holds a unique status among collectors. In circulated condition, you might think its worth is minimal, but certain varieties of the 1982 coin have become extremely sought after due to minting errors, limited early strikes, and historical significance. Rumors and verified auction results have revealed that specific circulated examples of the 1982 20-pence coin have sold for staggering prices. Asterisk. In fact, there have been cases where circulated versions have been valued at over $10,000, while certain flawless or error-struck examples have fetched prices reaching into the millions of dollars at international coin auctions. Asterisk. Why is that? Asterisk. One key reason is its historical placement as the first official year of issue for the 20-pence coin, adding a first-year issue premium. Collectors prize first-issue coins, especially when associated with royal portraits like that of Queen Elizabeth II, who, at the time, was in the 3rd decade of her reign, a period reflecting stability and legacy. Asterisk. Moreover, during production, the Royal Mint produced certain coins with subtle die variations and edge misalignments, making those coins exceedingly rare. A simple minting flaw or slight misprint can dramatically spike a coin's value, turning a once ordinary 20 pence into $1 million prize. Asterisk. But there's more. Asterisk another factor that has pushed the value of the 1982 20-pence coin is the global demand for coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II after her passing. Coins from her reign have surged in both sentimental and historical value, as collectors worldwide scramble to secure pieces of royal history before their availability diminishes further. As the Queen's image graced more coins than any monarch in world history, owning a rare coin from her early 1980s portrait series is considered both prestigious and potentially profitable. Asterisk now. You might be thinking, how can you identify whether your 1980 to 20-pence coin is one of the valuable ones? Here's what to look for. Firstly, examine the edge and shape of the coin. Misaligned edges or slight warping could suggest a rare mint error. Next, look closely at the Queen's portrait. Any unusual doubling of details or irregularities around the DGREGFD inscription could point to a valuable variety. Pay attention to the condition. Even in circulated condition, minor features can make a significant difference in valuation. Asterisk collectors also favor coins with original mint luster, minimal scratching, and strong strike definition. That said, even visibly worn examples have been known to command high prices if they possess unique minting traits. Asterisk. And when it comes to value, auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's, Bowers, and other global numismatic firms have documented sales of 1980 to 20-pence coins crossing the $50,000 to $250,000 range, depending on the specific features and ultra-rare varieties, once verified and authenticated, can indeed push into million-dollar territories, especially if linked to early mint trials or unique errors. Asterisk. But the journey of this small coin doesn't end there. Asterisk. Owning a rare coin like the 1982 United Kingdom 20-pence piece isn't just about money. It's about holding a piece of British history, a physical reminder of Queen Elizabeth II's long and influential reign, the evolution of modern coinage, and the enduring legacy of craftsmanship at the Royal Mint. Each coin tells a story, and collectors know, once such coins are locked away in private collections, their public availability becomes next to impossible. Asterisk. That's why, today, even circulated coins are being snapped up by investors and royal enthusiasts alike. Asterisk. So, what should you do if you suspect you have a valuable 1982 20-pence coin? Asterisk. The answer is simple. Get it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service, such as NGC or PCGS. These institutions provide expert evaluation, ensuring your coin's authenticity and assigning it an official grade, a key step before you approach potential buyers or auction houses. Asterisk. And remember, the coin in your pocket could be worth far more than its face value. It could be your hidden treasure. Asterisk. Before we conclude, let me leave you with this thought. Asterisk. Coins like the 1982 United Kingdom 20-pence, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, aren't just currency, they're artifacts. And in today's booming coin market, with values skyrocketing due to royal history and collector demand, your everyday coin could become a life-changing discovery. Asterisk. Who knows? Maybe your next coin find will be worth millions of dollars. Asterisk. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of Britain's most valuable small coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to discover more hidden coin treasures that might just be hiding in your collection. Asterisk.
What if I told you that a simple coin sitting in someone's pocket, overlooked and forgotten, could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars? Yes, that's right. Some coins, especially older ones, have shocked collectors with their sky-high values. And today, we begin with one such surprising piece, a 25-cent coin from Canada, minted in 1975, bearing the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the inscription DG Regina. If you think circulated coins have no value, think again. This is where things get interesting. Asterisk. Introduction to the coin, 030 to 130 asterisk. Let's talk about the 1975 Canadian 25 cents coin. At first glance, it looks like a standard piece of Canadian change. It features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, with the Latin inscription Elisabeth Cadua, DG Regina, which stands for De Gratia, Regina, or by the grace of God, Queen. On the reverse is the iconic caribou, a proud Canadian symbol found on quarters since 1937. But what makes this coin so incredibly valuable? Well, let's dig deeper. Historical context, 1:32 3 o'clock, asterisk 1975. Was a year of transition. Queen Elizabeth II was already a familiar face on Canadian coinage, having been featured since the 1950s. but by the mid-1970s, the designs were evolving. The portrait used on this coin is the second official effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold McKin. It shows a youthful queen with a tiara, reflecting grace and authority. Asterisk, this specific design remained in use from 1965 to 1989. During the 1970s, Canada's minting processes were modernizing. That means coins from this period, especially ones that show unusual details or minting errors, are now seen as collectible rarities. Why this coin stands out, 3 o'clock to 4:30 asterisk. So, what makes the 1975 Canadian 25 cents coin so special? Asterisk, first, it's a coin minted during a time of widespread production, and yet very few high-grade examples have survived in circulated condition without significant wear or damage. Most were used, passed hand to hand, tossed in jars, or lost entirely. Asterisk, but second, and most importantly, some 1975 quarters have been found with highly desirable characteristics. This includes minting errors, such as double dies, planchette flaws, or off-center strikes. Coins with these features, even in circulated condition, can fetch extraordinary prices at auctions. Asterisk, market value and collector demand, 2432 6 o'clock. Asterisk, now, here's where your jaw might drop. While a regular circulated 1975 Canadian quarter may only be worth face value or slightly more certain, rare varieties and pristine circulated specimens have fetched over $5,000 to $10,000 at specialty auctions. And the right coin, especially one with verifiable minting errors, can be valued well into the tens of thousands of dollars, and, some experts say, if the perfect specimen ever emerges, it could reach over $1 million. Asterisk, why? Because rarity meets demand. Coin collectors and numismatists around the world are always hunting for unique pieces. And when they find something rare that others overlooked, the value skyrockets, especially if that coin represents a transitional year, contains a flaw, or survived decades of circulation in exceptional condition. Asterisk, spotting a valuable one. 6 o'clock to 7:30 asterisk. Now, you might be asking, how do I know if I have a valuable 1975 Canadian quarter? Here are some things to look out for. Asterisk 1. Check the edge. Is it fully reeded, or does it look slightly off? Asterisk 2. Look closely at the Queen's portrait. If you notice doubling or strange blurring in the details, it could be a double die. Asterisk 3. Is the coin off-center or oddly shaped? That could be a striking error. Asterisk 4. Weigh the coin. It should weigh approximately 5.06 grams. If it's significantly different, it may be an error. Planchet. Asterisk 5. Condition matters even if the coin is circulated. Coins with fewer scratches, more visible detail, and original luster are more valuable. Asterisk, if you find any of these signs, have your coin professionally graded. Services like PCGS or NGC can verify authenticity and assign a market grade. This is what gives a coin its auction power. Asterisk, notable sales and auction history, -730 to 830 asterisk in recent years. Canadian quarters from the 1970s have made waves at international auctions. A 1975 25 cents with a rare die rotation error, certified and graded by a top-tier service, sold for over $8,000. And several pieces with double die obverses or reverse misalignments have commanded prices, ranging from $2,000 to $12,000, depending on condition. Asterisk, more exciting is the speculation that if a nearly perfect coin, with a high-profile minting anomaly, is discovered and goes to auction, it could easily break the $100,000 barrier or more. Next coin, asterisk.